Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us today. We got fantastic people beside me. Of course, we have two great council members here, Councilmember Amos and Councilmember Winston, which you'll hear from in a little bit. We have my Chief Policy Officer and Senior Advisor, Courtney English. We have Eloisa Clementage. Dr. Clementage is the CEO of Invest Atlanta, and we have two outstanding school board members up here that represent our school system oh so well, and they are a part of this program as well. And then we also have two of our great senior citizens, legacy residents here in the city of Atlanta that will come up to speak real soon. And then we got all of you, everybody that's here. We asked you to join us today because we've got some exciting news to share about our homeowners that are seniors and legacy residents. Starting today, May 1st, applications are now open for Invest Atlanta's tax relief program. I have told you all before that Atlanta has become sometimes a victim of our own success. The word is out about Atlanta and everybody wants to come here. As more people are moving into this city, our housing prices continue to rise. We have seen how entire neighborhoods that were once affordable are starting to price people out now and becoming out of reach for too many people. Of course, that means that the associated property taxes go up when the property value goes up. And it is important to me that we do everything that we can to protect the residents who help to build some of our most historically iconic communities, and that's you. People who have been in their houses for decades should not lose their homes because of rising property taxes because of their home values going up. Our goal is to not only ease the burden of escalating property taxes, particularly in areas that are rapidly gentrifying, but also to empower residents to achieve greater stability. This program is a significant step to ensure that our seniors are not forced to relocate due to financial pressures. We are funding the tax relief program with $10 million from the Centennial Yards Housing Trust Fund. And so for eligible residents, the program will pay an increase in your taxes above the homeowner's base taxes for the next 20 years. And this is as long as the homeowner continues to live in that home and continue to qualify for that program. This on top of our Senior Wills project that we've been doing. I see some of you here that have been there to take advantage of the free wills that we've been doing for senior citizens in our community. This is about making sure that you have peace of mind and stability and that you can stay in your home and enjoy this beautiful city that we are continuing to grow into. And so you'll hear from Dr. Eloisa Clementage of Invest Atlanta, the president and CEO, as I mentioned. You'll hear from her shortly, who will explain how residents can apply, where you can apply, when can you apply, what the rules are, and to tell you how the residents can find more information about how to apply. But right now, you're going to hear from my colleague, who is also on the board of Invest Atlanta, and that's our great council member, Jason Winston. Come on up, Jason.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, and good afternoon, everyone. I am Jason Winston, council member for Atlanta's District 1. I'm excited to be here today representing Invest Atlanta as a board member. This is an exciting program. We're talking about protecting people who have made Atlanta what it is. Our longtime residents, our homeowners, you, our legacy residents, through the launch of an anti-displacement tax relief program. Atlanta is growing. And while that growth continues to bring opportunity, it also brings challenges, especially for those on fixed incomes. Property taxes are rising, and many longtime residents are being pushed to the edge. This anti-displacement tax relief fund directly addresses that issue. It provides eligible homeowners with a grant that covers any increase in their properties, not just for 1 or 2 years, but for 20 years.
Yeah, that's right.
We can clap to that. I can say that again, not for 1 or 2 years, but for 20 years. And so that's just not assistance, that's stability. For our seniors, this is a lifeline. These are people who have been in their homes for decades. They've raised families, built our communities, and contributed to the city's culture and growth. And now they face the very real threat of being displaced, not because they want to leave, but because they can't keep up with the rising costs. We owe it to them to do better. This program is one way to make sure those that built Atlanta can remain part of its future. This is about more than property taxes. It's about fairness, stability, and respect. It's about keeping people in their homes that they've worked hard to maintain and in the neighborhoods you all love. As a member of the Invest Atlanta board, I'm proud to support this work. We are committed to making sure growth in Atlanta is inclusive and that no one is left behind as our city continues to move forward. So today, let's spread the word. Let's make sure our legacy residents, our neighbors, and our family members know this support exists and why it matters. Thank you to everyone who has helped make this progress and this program happen. And thank you to the residents of Atlanta who remind us every day why we do this work. So let's keep working toward an Atlanta that lifts everyone and leaves no one behind. So at this time, I'm going to welcome two of our very fabulous legacy residents, Ms. Alexander and Ms. Johnson, to come on up. Thank you.
Hello.
Hello, hey.
When they sent the postcard around about the tax thing, I thought this has to be a scam. Can't be real. They weren't going to really pay my taxes, the increase in my taxes. I mean, you know, we get so many cards and letters and things in the mail all the time. You just don't know what to trust. So I said, well, let me go to the meeting and see what it's all about. And they spread it out exactly what they were going to do. And I was like, thank you, Jesus. So I filled out the paperwork, and when they called me and said that it hadn't been accepted, I was on my knees because my taxes had gone up over $1,000 in 1 year. And like, I'm on a fixed income, so where was I going to get that? You know, so I hadn't even thought about where I was going to get it, you know, but God sent it right to me. So I want to thank them for doing that. And so even after I applied, I still didn't trust it. I looked on my tax record, and I said, they probably not going to pay it. So I waited after the deadline, and sure enough, the money was there, $1,000-some was there, and I was like, thank you, Jesus. I was on my knees again. So I'm not a Grady baby, but I've been in Atlanta since '84, and I just appreciate how they have helped, and appreciate it, and I will apply for the program every year. I don't know if I'm 75, so I don't know if I'm going to last 20 years, but I will apply for it for as long as I can. Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Quincy Alexander, and I live in Capitol View. I'm a recipient of the tax relief program, and I received assistance last year too, of right at $1,000, and I truly call it a blessing for me because of my income, and I thank y'all.
That's what it's all about. Yeah. My name is Courtney English. I'm the Chief Policy Officer for the City of Atlanta and Senior Advisor to our 61st Mayor, Mayor Andre Dickens. It's a pleasure to be with all of you. Really, my message today is that we love you. And the mayor and I grew up in the church, and we were taught by our pastor that love ought to look like something. And you don't have to worry about this being a scam. This is a continuation of our love looking like something. When this mayor took office, we started off by partnering with Tyler Perry, and we paid off all the back taxes for legacy residents. Then we doubled down and working with Invest Atlanta and a whole host of folks, and we spent $22 million on occupied rehab. In a few months, next year actually, you'll be able to walk into a brand new seniors-only facility at John A. White. And so really, our love is going to look like something, because the love that you all have given this city has looked like something. And we want to make sure that Atlanta grows, it grows with you, and that growth isn't done to you. And so it's just really such a pleasure to be with you all. I want to thank Eloisa, Dr. Clementich, and her team who worked to put this program together, folks on my team, the Office of Policy who worked to put this together, our school board members. Now, and the largest portion of y'all tax bill come from the school system now. but they understand how important it is to provide that kind of relief. And so thank them for being here and standing with us today too. And so this city loves you because you all have loved on us, and we're gonna take care of y'all. Thank you.
So it is exciting to be here, and it was just exciting to hear your story because it reminds us of why we do what we do. In fact, I've gone to several sessions and really had conversations with seniors about how important this is. We end up both crying because we understood and hear the impact that the increase in taxes have. So we all have seen the numbers. We know the city's going to grow by about 1.8 million individuals. So what are we doing to ensure that we can preserve our legacy residents that have been here and have built this city? So I just want to go into some of the details of this program. What we did is last year we actually launched a pilot program because we wanted to test out the program. We looked at our Westside Future Fund has an anti-displacement program, and so does the Beltline. We looked at all this and we learned a couple things. The first thing we learned was we received over 200 applications. We could only accept 100 because 40% of those who applied were outside of our pilot area. So we knew there was interest. The second thing we learned was we paid about $40,000 in our pilot program. We knew the taxes range. We were covering in the increase of taxes anywhere from $500 all the way up to $3,000. Okay, so our average was about $1,500. The third thing we learned was that 79% of our participants are female. The fourth thing, 97 were from BIPOC communities. And the fifth was that 80% of those who got this program lived alone. So this program is hitting exactly those individuals that we want to support. Our seniors, our women, our BIPOC communities that are currently living by themselves. So when you look at it, and I think Ms. Jones mentioned it, some individuals, their taxes increased almost 30%. So when you're on a fixed income, it becomes very difficult for you to absorb that increase in costs. So the mayor said today is the day. Applications open May 1st through May 31st. So please, if you know anyone, your friends, your neighbors, your mom, your dad, whoever, have them apply. Now, this is the test. 4 questions. If you answer yes to these 4 questions, you should apply. Okay, the first question. Are you a current City of Atlanta resident in your home since 2015? Yes. All right, we're good. We're on a roll. Are you wiser than 60? All right, not wiser. Okay, not older, wiser than 60. The third thing, do you earn less than $48,000 a year? Yes. All right, we're good. And then do you actively have a homestead exemption? Okay, you should be walking away now and applying right now for this application. And where do you go? You go to www.investatlanta.com. Very simple, okay? You can do everything online. But don't worry, I see you. If you can't do it online, you don't like the computer, like my mom, she doesn't like the computer, we have places you can go to fill out your application, and they're opened up daily. So you could go to Meals on Wheels, you can go to Rebuilding Together Atlanta, and Nehemiah Project. All 3 of those locations are open from 10 to 1, and I will put, all the addresses are on our website. I won't go through them here, but those are on our website for you to go visit. So you could do it online, your children can help you, right? Or you can go in person, and we will help you fill out your application. So just for those, I'm going to review one more time. Top 4 questions. You lived in your home since 2015. You are wiser than 60. You earn less than $48,000, and you have homestead exemption. There are some documents you have to fill in, so I'm going to tell you you have to do some more documentation. But if you can say yes to that, we really want you to apply. And with that, Mayor, I'll turn that back off to you.
All right, give her a round of applause. Thank you, Dr. Clementich. Her team will be the team that processes all of these. They did it last year for the pilot that we created, that these 2 young ladies were able to benefit from, and a few others were as well. Now we're opening it up to even more people. So please apply. May 1st is today through May 31st is when we get all the applications in. We don't want anyone to miss out. So please let them know they can go online or to those 3 locations, and please take advantage of this. That will really save you money for the next 20 years. And it's not a scam. It's real. You're in City Hall, and we got a lot of cameras to prove it. So you're pinching yourself, right? Well, God bless you all. We thank you for that. We want you to be able to stay in this city and to be able to enjoy all that Atlanta has to offer. As Courtney English said, we love you. We thank you. And, we're going to continue to serve you and do all we can to make sure you have a even brighter future than today. Thank you all, and I'll open it up for questions from anybody from the media.
Yeah, Mayor, you throughout your term had not only a huge push for affordable housing, but just affordability in a consistently growing city at a rapid rate. How will this play into it?
Yeah, absolutely. Because these houses, a lot of times, would be considered affordable for most of these individuals, but as the housing prices rise all around them, someone building a bigger house 2 doors down, somebody, renovations and things, their property value is going up. But they don't want to leave their home. They love their homes. And so this is a way for us to preserve affordability. A lot of times we talk about the new construction, which we do a lot of that to build housing that is affordable, to build senior developments, and we're doing that. But nothing beats keeping somebody where they are and making what exists affordable still, and that is what we're trying to do. They love their homes, and they should be able to enjoy them. So this is a preserving of affordability, just like our owner-occupied rehab projects that we do, where we fix the roofs or the windows or the HVAC or the various other things at the houses to make sure that they can stay in their homes. Thank you.
Mayor, could you give us an update? I know you mentioned it briefly on the John A. White Senior Center, when we can expect that to be.
Yeah, so on Cascade Road, the John A. White Golf Center that we have. It's been there a long time that I've played at. I don't get a chance to play as much now because I got a big job. But we decided that we were going to build a senior center there. And it is currently under construction. We have already started, clearing the ground and now starting to put the footings and that kind of work in. So by the end of this year, you'll see much of the physical structure up, and the interior work will be going on the beginning of next year. So we are trying to get it done in time for World Cup, right? Ahead of the next summer. So you guys, if you go up the hill where the current golf clubhouse is, you'll see active construction going on adjacent to that, and we're building this brand new senior-only facility. It is just going to be for senior citizens and the mayor to hang out in, all right? And that place is going to be phenomenal, so that we know you go to our rec centers a lot, and our rec centers have teen programs, youth programs, and your programs, but this place is going to be just for you, and it'll be done by the summer of next year. Thank you. All right. Well, I want you to tell her.
So the 100 I was referring to was awarded for our pilot program. That was the first program. This program, we're estimating we'll have about 245 applications that we'll be able to approve. So we're going to see how many we actually receive.
The website?
Website is www.investatlanta.com. That is the goal. Now, the reality is the funds that we're using are from the Gulch project, the housing component. So we cannot use taxpayer dollars, so we're going to need to fundraise. So as we fundraise, we'll be able to have more information as to how many will be for next year. So that's what I'm telling you, as many seniors as you can get in so we can show the need. We estimate about 245. That's correct. Yeah, once what we'll do is we're going to start priority is those that have been in their homes for more than 15 years. We're going to start those as priority, and then at some point, we're going to just have to do a random selection if we have that many that are in the pool. All right. Oh, one more. Yes? 80%. exempt status in terms of homestead exemption?
It is income restricted.
The income restricted. We're prioritizing right now is those that are within that income, that are below that amount.
Yeah.
So, the base year will be established as of last year's taxes.
Okay, so I'm up for recertification. I'm a part of the pilot program.
Okay.
So because you got on last year, there's no guarantee that you're going to get on this year as well?
So I'm gonna look to Anita, who is the expert, and I don't want to say it wrong in front of the camera. So, Anita, if they're in this program, do you want to come up to the speak? That'd be great. This is Anita Allgood, who's helping us administer the program.
Sure. Good afternoon, everyone. So if you were added to the program last year, you will simply need to recertify this year. Those calls for recertification will start today. So be expecting a call from Forward, our program manager, to recertify you. You will simply self-attest that you still live in your home, that you still have the same income, that you still have your homestead exemption. So you don't have to reapply. You simply need to recertify, and that will happen via phone call. Okay? And I would just like to add, for the young lady in the income question, it is a household income of 60% of the area median income. So if you have more than one person in your household, that number will be above 48,000. So if you go to our website and check all of the household income limits based on the number of people living, just one, so it is 48,000 for a one-person household, okay? Mm-hmm.
All right, everybody. Thank y'all. Enjoy it. Get to applying.